I'm almost a little bit heretical when it comes to my philosophy on hot packs, because hot packs and are recommended extensively by all sorts of things. I guess warm compresses are the thing that really we shouldn't be doing.
Mm.
Warm compresses are a face washer, hot water, and you heat it up, fold it up, and put it on the eye. The downside to that is it doesn't stay warm for long enough. At best, it might be a minute, minute and a half, and then you need to have that heat for about 5 minutes to do something worthwhile. So it just doesn't work. Plus, it's tap water that's hot on that face wash, and you're putting that up against the eye, and again that has a risk of that water getting into the eye while you're keeping it closed and lying down for a period of time. So it comes back to that early conversation we had about being careful with tap water. The warm compresses, the microwave pack, so they might be a microwave wheat pack or a microwave rice pack or whatever, and they are able to heat up the eye, so they work well. But there are groups of patients that they don't work for. So I've got a short fuse when it comes to my advice with warm compresses. I say to people, "Are you doing warm compresses?" And they go, "Yep," or hot packs, I should say. And they say, "Yep." Do they help? Do you get any benefit from them? And they go, "Nope." And I said, "Then stop. If it's not working, what are you doing it for? It's a hell of an onus. You've got to go to the microwave. You've got to microwave it. You've got to put it on your eyes. You've got to sit down for 5 minutes or 10 minutes every day, or multiple times a day. That's a huge tax on that person's lifestyle. If it's not working, it doesn't. It's not no point doing it. The second thing is if you're a rosacea patient, so people with rosatic vessels on the cheeks or the nose, and you can get ocular rosacea, which is on the eyelids as well, then hot packs like that or warm compresses like that, it doesn't matter which one, they're pro-inflammatory. So they're going to engorge those vessels and they're going to make it worse. So it can make your skin worse and they can make your symptoms of the eyes worse because it increases the inflammation. There are some powered goggles you can get that are, imagine similar to a powered mask, I suppose, and they heat up. And some of them provide humidity, and some of them provide massage as well. And they're reasonably affordable. Like we don't sell any of those, but they're certainly available, and they work quite well. And they're also pro-inflammatory because they're providing heat direct to
Mm.
the skin. So I don't recommend hot packs to anyone with rosacea or ocular rosacea, which is a majority of my patients. And I certainly don't recommend hot packs or warm compresses before I assess their glands on their eye to see if the glands are open and flowing. Because the only time heat works on glands is if the glands are open and flowing. And if the glands are obstructed and there's no flow, like a stasis situation where there's a lack of flow, then heat is useful, but the hot packs you're going to use at home won't get the eyes hot enough. The manipulation you can do to your own eyes to try and clear those blockages is just not effective. That needs help, from a clinician.
So just to step back a little bit and walk us through the science of why, heat actually is beneficial. It's to do with, I think that they're called Meibomian glands, aren't they? They're the little oil glands in your eyelid which release helpful oils which sometimes get blocked, and that's what the heat is for, is to unblock those
Yeah.
those blockages, yeah?
Imagine the blockages can be slightly abnormal, more abnormal, very abnormal, and then solid. Each one of those has an increasing temperature of melting. So your meibum is melting at your body temperature. But when it gets a little bit denatured, its melting temperature might increase from, say, 25 degrees, which is about the eyelid temperature, up to 30, and then up to 35, and then up to 40. And with paste, their melting point might be 50 or 60 degrees. And hence the problem, because hot compresses or hot heat packs generally can get your eyes up to about 40, and they shouldn't be treating you or trying to heat you above 40 because of the risk of doing damage to the eye, because the eye starts to be traumatized and cooked, so to speak, at temperatures above 40 degrees. So we want to keep it below 40. But the idea is if you're heating those abnormal meibums up beyond their melting point, then they melt and then they will express and the oils come out, which is what we do in clinic. But trying to get people to do that consistently at home, yeah, it's not a perfect science.